I said sorry. I took accountability. I wasn't deflecting, I wasn't denying. I did the thing you're supposed to do. And when I hurt her, I'd say I didn't mean to, as if that made it hurt less, as if my good intentions undid the damage. So what was the issue? She'd just sit there, exhausted. I apologized, I owned it. What more do you want? Sorry was never the hard part. It was the part I hid behind, so I'd never have to do the hard part. Change. And by the time I understood that, I'd already done the damage. Whether it could be repaired was never up to me. Because when I hurt her, I couldn't sit in it. I couldn't stand being the one who caused her pain. The guilt was real. I hated that I hurt her. That part was true. But underneath, the real apology was something else. I wanted it over. I wanted the guilt to stop, so I'd rush her. I'm sorry, I'm better now, let's move forward. And her pain didn't run on my timeline. I wanted the apology to close the wound, but an apology doesn't close a wound. It just lets me pretend it's closed. And I had one more way to keep pretending. I didn't mean to. That was the other one. Every time I hurt her, I'd reach for it. I didn't mean to. That wasn't my intention. And it was true. I never wanted to hurt her. Not once. But my intention didn't matter to the wound. She wasn't hurt by what I meant. She was hurt by what I did. And I didn't mean to. It wasn't comfort for her. It was defense for me. A way of saying, don't look at me like the bad guy. I'm one of the good ones. But you can mean well and still leave someone bleeding. Good intentions don't undo damage. They just make it easier to avoid looking at the damage you did. So eventually I did try. I genuinely tried to change. I'd catch the behavior, course correct, and then I'd mess up again. Not the same thing every time, but close enough that it landed as, here we go again. And I started asking myself, am I just making excuses or am I genuinely getting it wrong? And the honest answer, I was genuinely getting it wrong, but hoping the other would extend a little grace. But grace isn't infinite. It runs out. One day, it ran out. I'd done it again. Apologized again. Said all the right words. The ones I'd said 100 times before. And she looked at me and she said, your apologies don't mean anything anymore. They're just words. And I had nothing. Because she was right. I'd spent them and they'd become noise. Because that's the thing about sorry. It has a shelf life. You can only say it so many times before it stops meaning anything at all. And that's when I finally understood. Sorry was never the work. It was the thing I did instead of the work. Sitting in her pain, on her timeline, not mine. Letting her be hurt for as long as she needed. Without rushing her. Without needing her to be okay. Just so I could feel okay. Being able to say, I did this. It's still hurting you. But I'm not going to rush you out of it. Just because sitting in it is hard for me. That was the work. And the second, changing. Actually changing. Not promising to, not intending to, so the same wound didn't keep opening in a slightly different shape. The first one, almost no one even sees. If this is resonating, if you see yourself in any of this, I write every week. Beyond the Walls. Link in the description. So here's where I've landed. I'm still quick to apologize. That hasn't changed because I genuinely want to make things right. That's who I am. But the apology isn't the finish line anymore. It's the start. Saying sorry doesn't fix it. Sitting in it does. Changing does. Letting someone be hurt for as long as they need without rushing them out of it. That does. So I still say sorry fast like I always have, but now I know it's just the first word, not the last one. And sometimes, even when you do all of it right, you still can't fix it. Some things don't get fixed. That's the part I had to make peace with. You can keep doing what I did, keep saying sorry and thinking that's enough. Keep rushing past the pain because sitting in it is hard. Keep spending your sorries until one day they don't mean anything anymore. Or you can do the harder thing. Say sorry, mean it, then actually do the work. Change. Sit in it. Let them heal on their time, not yours, before the words run out, because they do run out. I learned it late, maybe too late. I don't get to know that because the repair was never mine to control. I did the ruining. I own that. But the forgiving, if it comes, it's hers. All I can do is be the man now. I should have been then. And leave the rest in her hands. I hope you get here sooner than I did.